Hey guys, JOEUPHONIUM here. Just wanted to do this as a quick audio message. I think the reason for that will become pretty apparent very soon. Just to explain what's going on and also let you know what you could do to help. So, yeah, you may have noticed that videos have not been coming out on the schedule that I had intended to. You've noticed probably that the last couple videos haven't had that little stinger at the end where I talk about the schedule because I haven't been able to adhere to that as well as I would have liked to. The reason for this is mostly technological. You may have noticed that I am filming in large blocks now. Like the last bunch of episodes have all been me wearing the same clothes. Like I filmed those all in one go, and I still have others that I have yet to edit and post that I all filmed in that one session. So I mean, I'm doing all of that to make sure that like I have a batch of videos I can edit at my leisure, so I can do it on time. But the big problem yet is technology, and basically my computer is not holding up anymore. It's not because of the whole Windows upgrade thing, that debacle that went down a while ago, but a lot of crashes. It's a lot of like long rendering times for files that didn't normally take as long are suddenly taking hours longer. And with those long times, I think it's pretty much like my computer is just being completely taxed and worn out. Like right now I'm operating on like a 5-year-old HP Envy laptop, and like, well, it's been serving me great in the past. It's by no means the ideal kind of hardware for making videos on the timetable that I want to do. And the long rendering times, like we're talking 7, 8, 9, 10 hours for, my usual 10, 15-minute videos. It's basically, the computer is left firing on all cylinders for that amount of time, which cannot be good for the machine. And because of that, it becomes much more prone to crashes during rendering, and also now crashes during editing. I've been having a lot of like times when the program has just crashed, and then the file becomes unreadable, and then I just have to start the entire process all over again. And as you can imagine, this can get very frustrating very quickly. I think the worst occasion of it was a 3-day span I had trying to put out an Odame Cantabile video where like I would let it render in the morning, I'd go to work, I'd come back to find out it crashed. Okay, I'd let it render overnight, I'd go to sleep, and then I'd wake up to find out it had crashed again. And this went on for like 3 days. And it was just like, oh my god, can you just happen? And like while it's rendering, I cannot do anything with my computer. Like all the processors, everything's being firing up full cylinders. So, yeah, and I think it's because of that, it's kind of like a vicious cycle. The long rendering times mean that it becomes more prone to crashes, make it, I guess, more unstable, and it's just a hot mess. But the good thing is that there actually is something that I can do about it. The bad thing about that good thing is that it'll just take a lot of money. Basically, I just need to get a new laptop. I have done the research. I know what kind of computers will be good for video making, the kind of specs processor needs that will not only speed up my editing time, but also speed up the rendering time. I can't believe, actually, when I did my research, that I was actually like putting myself through a lot of needless trouble by using a computer that gave me such long rendering times. I had no idea that it could be a lot shorter than it is currently. But as you can imagine, the kind of equipment that I need is not entirely within my financial grasp right now. And I mean, I've done the math, I've figured out how much I have to save and for how long, and like I look at it and it's like, wow, that's a lot of money, wow, that's a long time. But I want to get this taken care of quickly, I want to get out all these videos and share them with you. I just gotta deal with this right now. So, I've created a GoFundMe page where you can go and donate if you'd like to help me help defray some of the cost of this to help bring that date of getting that new computer a bit closer. Every little bit helps, honestly. I've set a $2,000 goal mark. I know that that's a big one, but I mean, anything that can chip away at it is totally helpful for me. It will totally take weeks and months off of the waiting time that I would need to save up for a new computer. So in that way, it's not like I'm relying on these donations to help me get the new computer. These donations will help bring about that moment a lot more quickly than if it's just me all on my own. And additionally, your donations will also go towards me saving up to buy more recording time so I can record more performances and covers for my channel. I know I love doing that, and that's just another thing that costs a lot of money to do. Just a few videos that I have posted cost about $300 or so to get all the time in the recording space to sit, practice out, get enough recordings that I could be happy with. And I mean, there were some days where I spend like 5 hours there. I'd come home and it's like, I didn't like any of this. I don't feel comfortable posting any of this. So that's another thing that your donations will go towards, helping by making it easier for me to save up the funds to go do those recording things. So I don't have a hard deadline for this, but obviously the sooner the better. The sooner I can start doing more things with my channel at the rate that I want to do them. And I know some people do Patreon or other things, and I thought about this a lot, and I decided that this is really the goal that I want to have right now, so that I have the ability to make the channel into what I want. And in the future, yes, I am thinking of doing a Patreon thing, but until I'm able to put out the amount of content that I want at the rate of my own choosing, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing a Patreon thing and like wanting to offer things for people who contribute to that. Once I am free of all these technological issues, I'd feel much more comfortable about being able to offer more exclusive things for people like Patreon donors. So that goal's off in the distance. This is the goal for now. So go check out my GoFundMe page. There's a link in the description. I explained a lot of this again in there too. And if you want to help upgrade this channel and help me to make it all that I want it to be, then your donations would be so greatly appreciated. And if you have a YouTube channel or a blog or whatever, feel free to send a comment or a message about it, and I'll be happy to give it a shout out in future videos. And before I go, I just wanted to make it clear one last time that by no means am I going to stop making videos. They're just going to be a little slower from now on. I think right now I'm going to be aiming for a weekend release schedule for things, just so I have those free days in the week for all these technological errors to happen. So that's all for me, and I can't wait to share the next batch of reactions once they're all ready to go. I'm JOEUPHONIUM, my name is Joe, and I play the euphonium. See ya!